I chose the web tool Collaborize Classroom. This web tool is engaging and easy to use in a classroom setting, and best of all, it does not require your students to have an email address. This is very helpful in my situation where my students do not have a school email account. I do teach kindergarten through 6th grade. Obviously, I'd have my upper grades using this web tool. So not having to have an email address is very helpful in my situation. This web tool provides a platform for teacher and students to collaborate with one another. When I was working on this website, I felt that it was a mix between a blog and a wiki. You can have discussions, you can discuss topics, collaborate through responses with one another. You can upload pictures, videos, links, and documents. This website, this web tool, really felt like an interactive and collaborative tool to use in your classroom. I also feel that this web tool can increase student participation and confidence in students. They're using a computer, which we all know they love to do, and they can have a voice through the computer. They can voice their opinion online, and sometimes that just opens up confidence, especially for those ones who may not normally speak in class. So there's definitely a lot of positives using this web tool. To use Collaborize Classroom, you would go to www.collaborizeclassroom.com. This is their home page, and in the middle here you will see that they have a big orange button for signing up. Pretty easy. You just click on the big orange button to sign up, and it will have a registration page that shows up, and you just simply fill that out, and it has just, I believe, 2 steps, and then you have your Collaborize Classroom website created. So here you just register, you press next, and then you will create your classroom URL for this site. I have created one. I called it KSU Sample. So my URL will be ksusample.collaborizeclassroom.com. You can see up here it's just set up the typical toolbar as far as managing your site. You have your home page, which this is right here, your home page, and then you can manage your account up here. Coming down here, you will first see this pop-up that showed up. This is kind of your support, your help as far as how to use this website. If you click on questions, it will lead you to webinars, which are really helpful, and just all sorts of things that can help you better use this tool. And we will get back to this part right here. But first, let's look at a little bit of how this website works. So if we scroll down, you will see that here is a board for your discussion questions. The website provides 3 default questions already, and you can use these or not use them as discussion questions. It's kind of neat. They just provide do's and don'ts for online student communication. Just kind of sets up how to use the site and good netiquette for using it. So, and then over here you'll see categories. This is especially useful if you have different class periods. I do, especially for middle school, high school, different class periods, so you can organize them that way. So up here you can go to the edit button, and this is where you can control and create different categories. So the gray line, you think of those as your head categories, and the white lines are the subcategories. If you see when I put my mouse over one of these categories, over to the side, you'll see a red X, so you can delete them at any time. So let's say I want to delete class 3, and there it went away. If you want to change the name, you just simply click on it, and I could change this to 4th grade. And then I could come down here and I could change this to 5th grade. You can also just simply add a category. So I could do 6th grade. And then here are your subcategories. You can simply add those, add category, that adds your subcategory. So maybe I might ask them a question about the history of computers or something like that. So you could name them whatever you want. So you just always have to make sure you save all your changes. So now you can see our categories over here, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade that I created. So to start a discussion, these big buttons up here at the top, start a discussion, you would simply click on it, and then you would just fill this out. So ask a question, who invented the first computer? Then you could add any further instructions if you need to. You can choose the type of question that you would like. The yes or no is kind of neat. It just gives you a thumbs up or thumbs down, and they click on one or the other. You can do multiple choice. You can do a vote, or you can do a forum. So for this question, I could do a forum. And then I can choose which category I want to put it under. So I just want to do 6th grade history of computers. I would probably do it for all, but history of computers, and I'm not going to put a time limit on it right now. And then you can attach an image or a video if you would like. So then I would press publish. So now you see on the site, on the home page, it has our new question, who invented the first computer? If I was to click over here on my categories, if you remember, I put it under 6th grade and history of computers. So if I was to click on that, it will show you just the questions in that category. Because for right now, I pretended to set it just for my 6th grade. So if they were going in here to answer it, they would go view and comment. So now you can comment and answer the question right here in the box. So I would put Charles Babbage, and I could further say he was considered the father of computers. I could go on, but in this instance I won't. You could press post, and then you have your answer down here, and everyone's will be there to follow. So you can go back to your list of questions, and now you see that there's one comment that we just did. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you, there's so much that we could go over, but for the sake of time, the last thing I'm going to show you is how to get the students started. So this little help box down here, you'll see that it says, now it's time to add your students to the site. This is your URL, so this could be something that you put up on the board and have them put into their web address bar. Another thing is they have instructions that they have provided that you can print off, and you could give them this little slip that shows them what they need to do. So this can be an activity that they can do. Even just registering can just be the first activity they do one day and then get started. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to show you here is I copied and pasted that URL. This is going to be the screen that they get when they put your URL in the web address bar. So what they need to do, the students need to first register. So they would register and they would put their name. So I will just use one of our courses names here and fill this out. You see here where it asks you for your email address. It says don't have an email address, click here. So all you're going to do is just create a username. So I'm going to create a username, and that's the username they want to remember. So having your students write down their username and password would probably be good. All right, then you have a validation code. So press that. You have to agree to terms, register. So now they have registered. Before students can log in here, you as the teacher have to approve them. So back to your account, your website, if you go to your toolbar, manage, you're going to manage your members, you're going to manage your students. And then here you'll see that it says pending approval. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to click approve. You can click deny or approve. And now they should be approved. So let's see here. Okay, so now it shows that that student is approved. So I'm going to go back over to the login page that your students will get when they put your URL in to the screen. So if you remember my username that I created, Zippo25, I'm going to put my password in and then log in. So now this student is logged in. You can see up here it says hello Zip Heidemann, and so now they can see what you see. So they are logged in, they can go and they can answer the questions and go wherever you have instructed them to. So there is just a little taste of Collaborize, this Collaborize website, so Collaborize Classroom. So there's so much more that you can do on this site. Just for time's sake, I just showed you just a little bit to get you started. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you try it out and find it useful for your classroom.